video. Today we're going to be doing the Road to Recovery series. It's going to be a 6 to 10 episode series. This is going to be regarding some health issues that I've went over in the past year. We're going to talk about how I overcame a lot of the obstacles that came with the new health issues. I'm going to talk about diet, supplementation, fitness regimes, and then just getting back to normal day-to-day life. So to get into it, this health issue started about a year and 3 months ago. I was diagnosed with a heart condition called myocarditis. Unfortunately, it did come from COVID. Basically, what happened was I got COVID. It attacked my heart. It inflamed it. I ended up going to the hospital about 3 times before they found out what was going on with me. They did some blood work and they found my troponin levels were high. Troponins is a protein that your heart releases when it's under stress and been attacked. When that goes up, it's basically like you're having a heart attack, and it's creating scar tissue in the heart in order to repair itself as fast as it can so it doesn't, kill you, hopefully. So basically, for the first 2 months, I had severe chest pain. I had fatigue in all my limbs. My legs were super weak. My arms were super weak. I had a lot of numbness, and I sometimes couldn't walk on my left leg because it was so numb. I had a lot of headaches. My blood pressure was all over the place. I had a high heart rate at times. I couldn't breathe at times. It truly took about 3 months to start really being able to walk again and kind of doing normal activities. I did a lot of laying around, basically trying to, not work my heart out too hard because it needed to recover. So after about 3 months, so it started at the end of November of, 2021, and it took until about February, March to really start, doing normal activities. And when I say normal, I just mean like, stuff even as basic as going to the store or, driving around. I was really sick for, a good 3 months, and I couldn't really do much. So fast forward a little bit past that, I finally got to the point where I was going to the gym again, just doing light stuff, walking on the treadmill a little bit, lifting baby weights, and, just trying to get back into normal life. I progressively did that for probably another 2-3 months, and I did see some vast improvement in my condition. Some of the side effects were still there, but going, minimizing and going away. Around April, I would say, I was able to start doing, a little more intense workouts, starting to lift heavier weights, do longer walks. I could do normally functioning stuff. So another 2 months went by. I decided to start going to work again. So I got a job at a pharmacy as a pharmacy technician. I was always passionate about medications, and with my condition, I thought, it would be a good avenue for me to go down to basically, I already had an interest in the subject, and then learn more about my issues and what medications, could be used for it. And I just felt like it was a good spot for me to start again. And then also about the same time, I decided to start racing BMX again. As you can see, my channel has a lot of BMX content. That was something that I've done for, 17 years now. It was a big part of my life. My parents run the BMX track down in Sumner, Washington. It's called River Valley BMX. So that was a big part of my life that I was trying to get back to as well. So basically, I did my first race around the same time I went back to work. It was about June. I ended up doing really well, winning, and realizing that getting over those mental hurdles, that your heart, isn't just going to stop on you, blow up. There was a lot of questions of, you know, can my heart handle this stress? Am I doing the right things? Obviously, I was in, contact with my cardiologist. He allowed me to do, these things. Everything was always, going through him. So I was able to do that, and it, slowly progressed, and I started doing it more frequently. I started racing, every other weekend, doing it when I can. There still was times where, I would have some chest pain and stuff, and I wasn't able to do, everything I wanted, which is part of the recovery process. And basically, as it progressed on, I was able to race more and could still compete at a fairly high level. I was able to finish the season with a state championship victory, and I also had a regional championship victory. I also was able to, get back to some of the normal gym stuff that I used to do. Prior to all this, I was what you would consider a, person that necessarily, I wasn't trying to be a bodybuilder, but, somebody that was very much into fitness and took it very seriously, and had a very respectable physique in my opinion. And so I was trying to get back to, lifting heavier weights again, getting back to bench pressing and squatting and doing stuff like that. So now, fast forward, we're about a year and 4 months away from the injury. And now I want to, take this time to show people that, health issues are an ongoing battle. And I feel a lot of people do suffer from, the things that come with it, such as depression, anxiety, not knowing what to do when they're in these situations. And my goal here is just to show people that you can persevere through any issue that you have, and that, just because you're sick, it's not the end of the line. There is obviously, situations in this world that, we can't overcome, unfortunately. But my goal is just to give people, hope that, they can come to a point where they can get past some of the mental hurdles and do positive things for themselves in order to regain confidence, regain their health, and be able to do things that they love again. So the whole goal of this series is to go over some of the things that I do on a daily, such as what I do at the gym, what I do for my diet, what supplements that I believe work and do not work. I also want to get into, getting into how I do my daily routine, and hopefully people find a benefit for the information I'm giving them. I do want a disclaimer that I am not a doctor, so some of the stuff that I do recommend, I would recommend speaking to your physician before you try them. This is just what I found worked for me and my opinions on these things that I do, and hopefully, you can take that for what it is, and maybe you can benefit from these things. If you like the content that I'm making, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notifications button. The plan is to do about 6 to 10 of these. So if you're interested in following this content, make sure to subscribe. And my goal is to post these hopefully every other Thursday. That is the goal. I am new to making videos in YouTube, and obviously the quality when I first start out is not going to be the best, but hopefully as I get further along, the channel evolves and I get better at it. Hopefully everything goes upwards and gets better as we go. Thanks for watching.